Here we are, we're out fishing again. It is Friday the 12th of September and that's what I'm looking at. Hopefully they'll go shortly, I'm sure they will. And we've got some fishermen down there. But we are at Northshore and I've got this great big lump of cliff behind me, which wasn't there last week according to John, but it is now. So hopefully tide won't cut me off, because I can't get up that. I'll have to go all the way down there. So talk more about that in a bit. We are at Northshore. Tide is, oh, I don't know, 6.7, something like that, I don't know. And because I've forgotten. And this isn't a good intro, is it? But you're watching Verns fishing and I'm up for it. I'm looking forward to this because I've never fished it before. It's a new mark on this same coast for me. So keep watching, hopefully we'll catch some hounds. It'll probably be the last ones of the year, and for me anyhow, because we're going to be fishing into darkness. Let's cut for the intro. Right, so because there is a possibility of hounds, there were some hounds caught last week. Now it's a week ago, they're probably all gone up now, but the water's the same temperature, they could still be here, and I'm giving it a good shot because I'm fishing at night time. So what rods have I brought? Well, with that in mind, I've brought one main fishing rod and I've brought my sniper rod. So the rod that I brought is my Ziplex 0 Plus in plum. And with that, we've got a new reel. Yes, this is the new creation from Verns Fishing with me new handle, which is absolutely fantastic. Got that handle from America, £35 plus postage. So I'll tell you more about this reel in a short while. And I've got it coupled with my sniper rod, which is an Uptide Daiwa Kenzaki, bought by Jimmy for me as a gift. And I've got that teamed up with one of my high water fishing reels. Now then, that new reel is actually a low water fishing reel, but I've built it as a hybrid. So that reel I am permitted to use low and high water, and it was eating away at me. I've just done it and I wanted to use it. So yeah, that's a hybrid reel. As you can see, it's got hybrid all over it, hasn't it? But yeah, it's lovely. Chuffed to bits with that one, and I've got one more that I've made and I've had to alter it. I've had to machine it with a pillar drill. I've had to do all sorts. Should have filmed it really, but it could have gone oh so wrong. But I'll film it on another side plate. Giving it all away now, aren't I? And we aren't talking about the monomag either. That's to do tomorrow. So yeah, I've got the Ziplex 0 Plus for fishing at distance, and I'm gonna try and lob this at distance as well, but that's gonna just be for down here in this, where the beach starts to come up. I wouldn't say there's a gutter there. I'm fed up with air and gutter. But yeah, I've got this behind me, which ain't good, because I can't get up that. So the tide comes to here on the last tide, and it was a big one. I think it was 7 metre, 7.1 this morning. For some reason, this year, all the big tides are in the morning, AM. So I think it's a 6-7. So I'm gonna have plenty of beach. I ain't got to worry. The water might kiss my feet, but if I have to go up there, I'll just have to climb up there and get covered in sand, won't I? So bait is out defrosting, because I forgot to do that coming here. And I'm gonna bait up in a minute. Next time you see me, I'll be chucking out. So that's it. I just thought to myself, because I've got a large reel seat on that 0 Plus, and I thought, do you know, I haven't used my 0 Plus since last year, and I thought tonight's the night. I love that rod. They do a T0 and an F0 as well. We never know, one day I might just pick up another one, but it needs to be in reasonable condition and not the prices that people down south try and charge you. But there you go. I'll bring you back in a short while when I've baited this up and I'm ready to chuck out. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Hopefully I've sorted the squeaking out on the reel as well, or reduced it a lot. I think that's skeggy pear down there, you can just see sticking out. I think it just gets its feet wet by the water on a big tide. But yeah, it's beautiful. Never fished there before, never. Fingers crossed, eh? I'm really giving it a good shot. We've had lots of blanks, because even the hound that I missed at the river at my favourite mark, one of my favourite marks, I didn't really catch it. I caught it, but I then lost it. So this has got to be the end of the blanks. I tried to do it in the river in the last week's video, hoping to get a flounder or some similar eel. That never happened. So today I am hoping that we'll catch here. Night time, reasonably big tide, 6, 7, and it's in the dark. We've done this before with Colin at Sutton, at Sandylands. That didn't work out, did it? So this will be a catching video, or it'll be blank number 8, is it? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this will be blank 8. See you in a bit. Oh dear, forgot my glove, Anna. Forgot my glove. Shouldn't need it. I got me oh bollocks. I was going to cast out the Ziplex and I've baited up. I've baited up me sniper rod. So let's get the sniper rod out. Oh, hey? All excited, aren't I? Just gonna lob this out. All I can smell is weed. That's all I can smell is weed. I was driving there, which was a rubbish drive. The amount of people that just don't know what they're doing. I got stuck behind a van and all I could smell was weed in my van. Some young lad in it. So I had to overtake him. Get out of his way, it was doing me head in. If that's your sort of thing that you like, so be it. But it's not what I like. Right. First one out. Forgot my gloves. I think I must be going through a forgetting stage. I don't know why. Right, I've got a flapper rig on this one as well. I'm going to chuck a few flappers out first and give it a whirl and see what happens, because I want to get a blank gone. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to bait up my pulley pennel with crab and squid and get that host out. Hello fella. Are you alright? Look at this little bugger. Go on boy. Look at that. I can do that. She's not coming. I think she wants you to go up there. Look at that. Bloody loony, aren't they, them dogs? I think they've got more energy than a poodle. I'm on about a toy poodle. But yeah, Eric come again, look, he's coming back, look. That's it, you go around in circles, little fella. I bet you can smell my squid. He's now going to jump up there. There we go. Whoa! I've got that much energy. Yeah. Let's get this took up, just in case that little dog jumps. Bloody barmy, aren't they? Right, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this baited up. And then I shall bring it out for the chuck out. It is getting dark already. The time sponsored by Vernon is 7:34. High tide is at 22 minutes past 10, I believe. Hello, little fella. He's back again. Hello. 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 I ain't got nothing for you, little fella. No, I ain't got nothing for you. Is she coming? Look, go on. Go on. Look at this idiot. He likes me, doesn't he? One word from its owner. Anyhow, yeah, where was I? I'm looking forward to tonight. I am looking forward to it. Never fished there before, as I've said. I'll probably say it another 20 times. Before I say something, I'll say this. Click that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up and drop us a comment. But there's something new out. That's right, there's something new. It's called a hype button, H-Y-P-E, hype. Where the thumbs up and all them buttons are, underneath my screen of what you watch on, let's say, your phone, because I've only checked it on my phone. If you scroll along that, because you can scroll along, there's a button called hype. Now, you can press that 3 times a week. And I think you should press all 3 times on Verns Fishing. What that is, YouTube have created this hype button, listening to YouTube creators, didn't listen to me, and the more hype you get on that video, the more YouTube will push it out to the community with the algorithm. Now, you can't do it on every video on my channel. You can only do it on the latest video. So yeah, please go down there and press that hype button. If you want to do it 3 times, feel free. It's all free. And it'll make me happy. And it'll make it worthwhile. Because he wants to be here on a Friday night when I could have been sat next to the wife. Or in the same room, put it that way. Because we're at that stage now, we've got our own chairs. And yeah, could have been watching the professionals or Minder, couldn't I? Or Man About the House. Sharp Intake of Breath is fantastic. There's loads of stuff I could have been watching, but here I am trying to get rid of this blank. Not watching me rods, am I? I might get some bells. Talking to John about it today, but the problem is, in that last video with that hound, didn't have a clicker on them reels. It's just one of them things, so I might have to just use a bell when I've got a reel with no clicker. Anyhow, I'm gonna get this baited up and then I'll bring you back for the chuck out. Right, I'll set you up there. I'll be a bit down there for the cast, but it don't matter. I'm gonna cast right in front of myself. that was the first cast out with this new reel and new line. So yeah. So let me turn that down a touch. Yeah, so first cast out with that reel, and I only put the line on it this week. Tied the leader on this morning, so I don't ever wet my lines. I don't see the point because nothing's ever gone wrong. I put the line on nice and tight. I have the wife holding it, so it's all on tight and ready to cast. So I took it easy. That rod's beautiful. That is so nice, that rod to use. And I don't tell the wife, but if I ever come across a T or an F0, I will have them alongside each other. I think I should have brought 2 zippies tonight, but I know I can fish a zippy in close, but how can you when you're there wellying it out? Do you know what I mean? So it's been a great session up to now, because I've been here probably about 3/4 of an hour. But yeah, now that rod's lovely. It does feel really, really nice. And the reel, quiet as anything. I've got brake blocks in it, and I've also got the Skull monomag from Black Dog Tackle. Now that reel was going to have a chrome cage. It was going to have a chrome rocket cage, but yeah, there's not a lot I can say apart from I wouldn't buy one, not again. But I sent it back and I swapped it after the second one for a black anodized one, and that's all right. Apart from yeah, that's all right. But I'll show you more about the black one. I'm gonna get the willies tonight. I'll show you more about the black one when I've fitted it to. So I've got another reel to do, haven't I? I've been trying out to get a black cage, and I wanted to get this rocket one since last Christmas. Now, when you get the black Akios, which is called an AKS sports cast, when you get that alongside the other one, I prefer the AKS big style. But I'll talk more about that when I show you the new reels that I've done. But I'm going to sort my gear out now, and I'll see you in a bit. I want to keep this short-ish, but not long. But I want some bloody fish. See you in a bit. Right, let's get this little sniper rod in. Well, battery ran out. Battery ran out. Reeled the sniper rod in, nothing on it. So I'm going to bait it up again right now, chuck it out. I'm going to walk to the right and chuck it out. And then we'll bring in the 0 Plus. Tigers are behind the cage doors. We're all right. I'll bring you back. Isn't it a sod when these batteries run out? Anyhow. Save the power, save the power. See you in a minute. Right. Well, that's that chucked out. So, chucked it to the right as I look at the sea now. So, well, I don't know how it's going to fish. All those hounds that I said apparently come out off these beaches, not just this beach but other beaches, was a week and a half ago. I thought it was last weekend, which is still too long because the next tide they can all go, and once them hounds are gone, they're gone. Oh, moon's up, look, can you see it? That looked nice, doesn't it? So yeah, it would be really nice if there was some hounds there, because wouldn't it be nice if I just caught one and landed it on the beach? Would be good. But yeah, but we're here, aren't we? I've got my coat on, I've got my hoodie on, my mustard top, I've got a neck gaiter, I've got a wool hat on, and my hood on my hoodie. So it's not cold, but it is a bit chirpy, so best to wrap up before you get cold, I say. Now that's the I'll get it out in a minute. That's the sniper rod done. The flapper rig I've just come in. I've got a cod rig there and a pulley panel. The pulley panel is baited up ready for this. So what I'll do is I'll turn these lights on, get you set up so I can reel this next one in and get it chucked out. Right, let's get this in. Weight must be dragging in the sand. Nothing on that. It was only a flapper rig. So I'll get that flapper rig baited up next. for the sniper rod. But very shortly, after a few flappers have gone out, I'll put some bigger baits on. Now that's a pulley panel rig on there, but it's a short pulley. It's a short pulley. Right, now then, I need to... That's coming round this way. That's only out short. So the next one is going to be... It's going to be out further, this one. That moon is lovely. Oh, nearly fell in the hole. Just get there so that I can, that's it. Sort the lights out, get everything up and running. Flicky. Oh, can you hear that? No squeaking, eh? Right, let's get this casted out. This hard. Well, to all the people that say 0 plus, huge rod that, do you know what it ain't? It's absolutely mint. And I thought the same about the M4 Evo as well. When I casted that all them years ago with John, I ain't even done it up yet. Might get that done this winter. How's it gone that way? Just sorting my wheels out. Tell you what, there is quite a bit of, when I went on the specialised weather forecast, getting a bit hot, I might have to take my wool out of. When I went on the specialised weather forecast on the Met Office, that's what I use, it was it said it was going to be about 0.4, 0.5 metre swell. Well, it's not. It's not at all. It's pretty calm. It's probably about 0.2, but it's not what it... Well, it's not even that. It might be 0.1. and the wind was meant to be blowing to 23 mile an hour. Well, the wind's picked up in the last 3/4 of an hour, but it was meant to be that the whole time I've been there, and it isn't. So yeah, the weather is a lot better than what it said, but direction of the waves said it was coming like that across the beach there, this way, like that. And that's what is happening, because my line, I've casted that one out quite a way for me, probably about 80-90 meters, something like that, and the line is spun round. Now I may have cast it to the left a little bit, I don't know, but it certainly moved it, but it's holding bottom. There's no huge great big tide pull like there was at Walney Island. Do you remember Walney Island, Sandy Gap? Well, that was some weather. Shame really. If it was nice and sunny and good weather and no weed, we could have caught some fish and had a good old chinwag. But we didn't get to do that. So that's enough of me. As you can see, I've got the light on the eyes of the rod, and it lights all the eyes up. I can see them perfectly. Tide is coming in. Time is now 16 minutes past 9, so I've got another hour. So I don't think I'm going to get pushed off this beach. Well, pushed back to that cliffy bit. Look at the moon. Absolutely fantastic, isn't it? You can see that there. You won't be able to see it properly, but it's beautiful. Looks like half an egg. So let's just hope we catch something, eh? I was thinking to say, I think them fishermen are gone, but I don't think they are. Well, I don't think so, anyhow. Yeah. No, they ain't gone. Light just come on. Oh, one of them's got a beach shelter. You get the willies on the beach on your own. That's absolutely fantastic, that moon there. There's some beautiful clouds on show there. I don't think you'll be able to get, you won't see it. Not even if I put my big light on. It's absolutely beautiful. It's all black and white. Oh dear, what a world we live in, eh? With what's happened in America. With that poor chap getting shot. I watch him on YouTube. Unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, what I was saying was terrible what's happened in America with Charlie Kirk. And he always used to never shout his opinion on people, but he'd have a discussion with them openly. And yeah, a lot of the time or most of the time he'd win the argument. I've never known him not to, but at least he sat down and had those conversations that some people in society just can't stand, can they? If it ain't their way, it's the highway, innit? There's not much debating about nowadays. Poor kids and the mother, the wife that has now haven't got a dad or a husband. We talk about free speech has gone, haven't we? And now, if you practice that free speech, you're putting yourself at risk. The thing I don't understand, and this goes back to the President of America getting shot as well, is why don't the FBI and the CIA, or whoever these people are that protect these people, and people in our country, like, well, when I was baiting the rigs up, one of my reels clicked off. Had quite a good little run, but nothing has happened since. I've tightened them back up. I can't really see anything else that's happened. So there's either a fish sat on it, or the weight just popped out. But all the lines are all holding. I've only got a 5-ounce weight on as well. I love my reels. I was talking to the wife tonight and I said, I'm looking at my red and chrome reel, my rocket. And I said, I've got so much joy out of owning that, creating it. I mean, let's be honest, what have I done? I've only bought the bits and bolted them on. But it was going to be chrome cage and chrome side plates with a red washer, red end caps and a red monomag. So it was just highlighted in red. But now, because I had issues with frames but had good service, it's now a red abu with highlights of chrome, and they both look good. But what I might do, I may be taking my QTC cage and sending it off to the woman that chromed my Lambretta and ask her to chrome it. Just got to find out about the clearance for the spool in the frame, that's all. I presume when they strip off the anodizing, that should allow for the material of the chrome to adhere to it. So I shall have to do some research, speak to some people that know, and then send it off and get it chromed properly. Not flash chrome, but an hodgepodge. So yeah, I'll bring you back in a minute when I reel this in, and I'll reel in the sniper rod first. See you in a minute. Well, I'm sat here and I'm nodding off, and every time I wake up and look to that there, see this trolley, I think it's someone stood there. Makes me jump. That's what it does. Makes me jump. Then people down there that are fishing are very strict with their lights. They're fishing in the dark, which clearly means they're good at catching, because I'm telling the fish where I am with my lights. So yeah, I've been very, very keenly dozing off air, and it's bloody lovely. It's not cold, but it is chilly when you're just sat. But I'm fine in my coat. I can just feel the chill on my face, and just on my legs. Nodding off again. Right, I'll bring you back when I reel that in. I will reel it in. Right, let's get this sniper rod reeled in. Feels like the weight's bouncing on the bottom. So this will be the last flatter rig I chuck out. I'll put this away. You would think, wouldn't you? You would think that there'd possibly be a flounder or a dab out there, wouldn't you? Absolutely beautifully and smooth, that reel. Right, what I'll do is now I'll have half a sandwich, I think, and then I can't believe they're all in darkness down there. I mean, they're doing it exactly like they're probably gone, but every time I shine my torch down, they shine their torch back. Can't see anyone down there. I do keep seeing a torch come on. They've got shelters, but I can't even see the shadow of a shelter. Yeah, where am I? Right, yeah, I've got a squid and crab baited up. I'm gonna put that flapper rig away. And I've got two squid and crab. So when that goes on the boat, on the sniper rod, I need to get another pulley pennel rig out, or a cod rig. How is the red rocket? absolutely beautiful. It's as smooth as silk. It's like a Rolls Royce. It's so quiet. It's just gorgeous. I don't think there's nothing else I can say. I'm going to finish my other reel off tomorrow, but then I'd forgotten. I've got another cage. I've probably already said what it is, and I'm gonna put that, because I've got, what have I got? I'll tell you now. I've got quite a few. I've got 4. I've got 3 Blue Elites, and I've got 1 Blue Yonder. Well, the Blue Yonder's staying as it is. I've got a Blue Elite that's absolutely mint. There's not a mark on it. Got that for such a good price off eBay. You pay sometimes through the news for some, and then others make up for it, and you get a good one that's cheap. And I'm leaving that bog standard. I'll probably use it one day and just cast it, and it'll probably cast perfect just with the brake blocks. And then I've got 2 which well, one of them other 2 is going to be well, no, those other 2, one's going to have a monomag put in, which I will fish alongside my Blue Yonder, so I've got a double for high water marks. And the other one's going to have this cage put on, and it's going to be different colour, not chrome. So yeah, it's somewhat different. It's so good to, I'm so lucky, because I look after my money, and then if I see something I want to buy for me or the wife, I get it. And it's so nice to bring out a different reel. You're sat on your box dozing, nodding off, and you keep looking at your reel thinking, oh, it don't matter if I don't catch, because I'm looking at my reel. And I get as much enjoyment out of that as I do catching fish, let's say. But there does come a point in the fishing session that you think, Christ, I need a fish now, because it's getting on. But there, I enjoy everything about fishing. I enjoy collecting the rods, I enjoy collecting the reels, I enjoy playing around with the reels and making them different to other reels so they're individual. I just enjoy everything about it. Tying rigs in short spells in the garage with the radio on. I enjoy getting my bait, bagging it all up and putting it in the freezer. I just enjoy everything about fishing. And I weren't going to come today. I was umming and ahhing until about 2:30, and then I thought, right, I'm going. I thought, if I don't go, it's going to be hard work going later on in the week, and I've got other plans for during the week as well. So I just thought to myself, I'm going. And then once I'd made that decision, I've been looking forward to it. Didn't enjoy the drive there. There was so many people dawdling about, it was unbelievable. From the minute I picked Karen up from work till arriving here. Right, I'm going to put these rigs away, bait up the rigs, see you in a bit. Right, let's get physical. I wanna get, yeah, stop singing, Vernon, bloody idiot. Right, let's get this in and then get the new bait on. bait on it, so that's good. At least that was still fishing. So, what we need to do now, look at that, I ain't got all the lights on there. Let's get this changed. Reel it up a bit more. And we're putting squid and crab on this one. Come on, buddy. Now then, I'm going to cast it straight out of him. Well, I'll cast it over this way. Yeah, we cast it over here. Oh, that water's still coming. Got the odd wave. The odd wave is still quite humongous. Right. I've got to retie my rigs, I think, some of my rigs. Well, there you go. Just turn these down because otherwise that'll be in your face. Reels are beautiful. And I can honestly say, aftermarket, well, there ain't any aftermarket cages now, really. I don't think QTC or Zeta are going. I don't think QTC and Zeta are made anymore. You can still buy them second hand, and I'm gonna send my QTC cage off to get it tarted right up. I'm getting it chromed, and then I'll paint in the QTC with some paint, whatever colour I want. But for cages, if you can't buy, I think you can still buy brand new chrome cages, but they're a lot of money, and like Rock and Horse, I think, to find someone that buys them, sell them. But you can buy second-hand ones, but you got to keep your eyes open for a good one. You've got AKS Sportscast, and there's another brand as well. And I think, well, they're the ones that do it for me. I think they've got more body to them. Yes, they weigh more. Rocket cages are about 70 grams. Those are 120 grams. So if you're on a tournament field, you want it light, don't you? So you go for the other. But I think those look the absolute bee's knees. And yeah, I'm happy with them. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I am. I've got so many lovely reels, and I will be doing shorts soon and putting them out there so that you can see them. So just checking there ain't no one about. I saw a light over there. Getting the willies again, aren't they? So yeah, I can't fault them. They come up to now. They've come without a little ding on them. No dings. Perfect quality. And yeah, I can't fault them. And it's a lovely addition to an Abu reel. But then the ones that I go to the most really is the other rocket there, because I've got a rocket there with a chrome cage, and I've got its brother at them, or its sister, with a centre mag. And I don't mind them having different mags, I ain't that anal. But those, they're beautiful, and you can just get them, chuck them on. If it's windy and the sand's blowing about, you ain't got to worry. You don't want sand getting in the places that aren't supposed to have sand getting in, and you're turning it and you can hear it grinding away, because you just got to rinse it, get it in your box and put a different reel on. So that's why I got the chrome cage rockets and kept them as chrome cage. Right, I shall see you in a bit. I'm going to bait this pulley rig. I only need, if I got a flapper rig on the other one, I have, haven't I? So I need both of them, and I'll get that baited up, and then when I bring a sniper rod in, I'll retire the flapper rig, and I'm just all out on the pennel rigs. See you in a bit. Well, I'm laid there and I'm dozing off. And on top of that, all you can hear is that lovely bloody water crashing onto the beach. It's absolutely beautiful. And then that emphasises the fact of you falling asleep, so you go even further and then you go like this. I've got two pulley rigs now, well, one cod rig and a pulley rig, I think, baited up. Anyhow, I've got two pennel rigs baited up with squid and crab. I've got a 2-hook flapper out there on the sniper rod. That's the next one to come in, and then I'll be putting a pennel rig on with squid and crab. I don't even know what the temperature is. It is getting to the point where you think could do with some hand warmers. Well, it's not cold to have a hand warmer, but if you had them in your pocket and put your hands on them, it would just give you that lovely warm feeling, like Kylie Minogue has just got in your side of the bed. Get my glasses on, I'm looking at my phone. Right, what did I go on there for? What did I just say I was doing? It was the Kylie Minogue things thrown me. I was talking about rigs, weren't I? Oh, I don't know. I'm totally lost, confuddled. Right, I'm going now. Don't forget to press that hype button for this video. It would mean so much to me if you do that. It's a direct route to help my algorithm. I've said too many things in the past and done harm to my channel through being who I am. And in this world, you can't be who you are. Well, you can, because I do it, but you just have to put up with the consequences, don't you? I suppose if I did loads of B-roll and was really smarmy, always happy, love the world, I guess everybody would, more people would appreciate it, but that's not me. You can't be who you aren't, because that is not the way I was brought up to be. Yeah, they're still down there fishing. I can see their rod tips now. Right, I'm going. I'll clock you off and I'll bring you back in a minute, especially if I remember what I got on my phone, what I went on my phone for. Bye. Right, let's get this sniper rod changed. Check this on. Nothing on there. Right. Put this away then. So this is a cod rig. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to tie some more rigs. My rigs are looking a bit tired in the wallet, and all the rigs in the plastic bags, they aren't how I would tie a rig now. And I ain't even talking about that I tied them 2 years ago. They were tied this year and towards the end of last year. But when you tie rigs all the time, things keep changing and things get tidier, neater, even better knots, and I'm getting the bloody willies there. I'm sure I heard someone there. Yeah, things change and you get better, but the main thing is hooks and beads. My beads are really tiny now. Got that out of John's book, and it'll be my coop wafting in the wind, I think. So yeah, but hooks, I bought a load more hooks when I went on holiday, and bought some circles and stuff, so I'm going to try them on the Pennell rigs. So right, let me check I'm in frame, and then let's get that's a bit better, I suppose. through here. Right. What's that like now? Yeah, it's alright. Right. Well, I love using the multipliers. I do. Right, now I can put that rig away, put the weight away. I've got one pulley rig baited up as a spare, so when I bring this rod in I can swap straight away, get it back out there, bait that rig up and put it on this one and decide when I'm gonna call it a night. I did say 2 hours, so I've done an hour. It's been an hour after high. It's now 21 minutes past 11. I was gonna fish up to high water and then start packing up, and then I thought, well, I'll do an hour after, which is where I'm at now. But I ain't gonna move all my gear further down there. I'm just going to keep fishing from here, and when it gets to the point where I know there's like 2-3 foot of water left, I might just call it a night if it's around about 12 to 12:15, because by the time I get off here to the van, load the van up, that'll probably be about 1 o'clock then. And then I've got an hour and a half to drive them, so it's going to be 2:30 in the morning. 2:30. So when I get in, I shall rinse my reels, put everything in, towels in the bucket of water with some soap, put my bait away, and then I shall get on the sofa with a bottle of proper job. I'm not going to have lager, I'm going to have a bottle of proper job. I'm going to take my paracetamol and 8mg cocodamols, because I don't need nothing heavy tablets at night time, and probably don't even need to take that tablet, but in the morning I'll be a bit stiff, so might as well take it and keep myself dosed up. And then tomorrow, clean rods, clean my reels again, put the monomag in my latest reel, which I've built using parts that I haven't made, but I have done some machine work on the reel to get it to work, because you can only get side plates of a certain type, and that's what has the, you know, that's it, that's all you can get, so you have to make them fit. And then when I get paid in September, I shall be getting another cage and another side plate, so I've got a spare, because you never know, and if you don't end up using it because one gets damaged, you think, well, I'll just put a new one on. If you don't do that, you've got a side plate, haven't you, that you can sell and get your money back, because you don't lose money. But it's totally dead. There's a chap fishing at Wivensea, and he's had nothing apart from his sandwiches. So it's all the way along. Now, week and a half, 2 weeks ago, They were pulling hounds out left, right and centre here. And that was when I came home from my holidays and I was too knackered to even want to come fishing. I wanted to come fishing when I was on holiday, but when I got home after the drive and that, I was just shattered. So I did what any normal person would do, and that's have a good rest. It's always next year, isn't there? Right, I'm going to turn you off. It's been one of them chilled out sessions tonight, and I've enjoyed myself, but it's still time yet. You know I'm the master of the last cast reeling, aren't I? And press that like button, do me a favour. Well, I can't help but show you this reel again. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm just looking at it and looking at it and looking at it. So it was going to be, let me turn this down. It was just going to be these red bits there, the caps. This was going to be chrome with a red spool, as you can see, and then a red end cap and the red Death Skull mag. But problems with the cage, so sent it back. Problems with the next one, sent it back. No problem in sending it back, and got a black one, which I will show you that on a reel another day. And then I bought a red AKS because I had the red. I had no other options. I'm so chuffed with it. Don't know why I didn't think of it in the first place, but I wanted something a little bit more subtle. But blingy's good, blingy's good. It is. So not a lot happening as of yet on these rods, I'm afraid to say, but it has been a thoroughly enjoyable evening on this beach. First time I've ever fished this beach. I will fish it again because it's a short walk, sand is really firm, it's not like trunch. I'm really chuffed. Can't believe I haven't come here before. But yeah, nothing's happening. So I'll bring you back if it possibly does. And if it doesn't, I'll bring you back anyhow, just to bore you. See you in a bit. Right. Let's get this reeled in. Have I told you how lovely this reel is? Still got the bait on it, still got the bait on, still fishing, so I know for a fact that the sniper rod will still be baited, but a little bit of weed, This is the last bait change. Last bait change, which also means last cast. Went to the left a little bit, that one. I stumbled a bit on that. I'm getting tired. I've been basically asleep on my box, so that's why this is now the last cast. I'm gonna let John have a reel with this reel so that he can go, bloody hell, that's beautiful, Vern. Yeah, gone to the left, but it don't matter. I felt the rod compress and then compress again, so I stumbled or did something. Don't know what, but I could feel it. It was compressed, and then I stumbled and it compressed again as I then went to hit it. I'm tired. It's dark. You can't really see where it's what you're doing wrong at times, but that rod casts like a dream. It's not overly stiff at all. Some people say it is, but it's not. It's absolutely lovely. If you've ever used a Ron Thompson accelerator, that's a stiff rod. I don't know of many rods that are stiffer than that. And why would you want to? Nice rod, perfect rod for the rocks. And do you really need anything more than a Ron Thompson accelerator? Probably not, no. Because they aren't overly expensive. They are what they are, stiff as arseholes, perfect for rock mart. And what do you want to take a rod that's £700–800 for on the rocks for it to fall over and get damaged? Anyhow, that was the last reeling. Well, that was the last cast, so I'm going to put this rig to bed and start tidying a few bits up, and then I'll bring a sniper rod in and then bring that rod in. But I'll bring the sniper rod in and then pack it up. I shan't bring both rods in at the same time. I'll see you in a bit. I might have another doze on me box. Let's get this sniper rod in whilst I suck on the mint. bait is still on. But not in good shape. So someone's been out there at it. So I'll get this, let me turn this down. I'll get this strip put away, get the rod put away, reel, and we'll bring the last rod in. This will wake me up as well doing this like this, because I've been nodding off on the box again. It's lovely. You can hear the waves. It's not cold. The sky is gone clear and the wind has dropped, and it's just a recipe to fall asleep on your box. It's lovely. But doing it like this will get me awake, ready to get to the van, and then I'll head off home straight away. And what I'll do is, as soon as I start feeling tired, next lay-by, pull in, 5-10 minutes sleep, and on my way again. And I'll probably have to stop 3 times. If I'm really tired, it'll be 4. And it does put half an hour to 3/4 an hour on your journey, but at least I'll get home tonight so I can have a bottle of beer, chuck what cats need to be put out, and then get in that waterbed of ours, because we've now put the winter duvet back on because the foretog was just getting a little bit chilly, because I thought I'd turn the waterbed up because the heat was escaping. So you put a bigger duvet on and it's lovely. See you in a minute. Right, well, I'm now gonna blow my nose, so excuse me. And I'm gonna bring in this last rod, and I haven't seen any bites on it, but the thing is, I've lost a bloody spill band for my reels. Well, the bait is still on, which is a good thing, but there's no fish on it. But I can't say enough how silky smooth this reel is. This handle, absolutely silky smooth as well. Look at that spin, just spins forever. Every rocket reel I've got, I don't know what it is. The only thing I can think is it's because the side plates are made of brass. They're stiffer, more rigid. And a few years ago I thought these were antiquated old farm machinery. And I started using them again, and then noticed there was a few on eBay and started buying, and the love affair has been there ever since. It has. Now, we'll put this here and then set you up for our oh dear. I'll set you up against the tripod because then I can see whereabouts my head will be and I ain't cut off. And that'll do. So, I can't believe I've lost the spill band, but I have. Right then. Well, this has been Northshore at Skegness. It's a short walk. It's lovely firm sand. Even up the top there, the sand is firm. And I've really enjoyed it. It's the first time I've fished here. I'm sure that it can be quite a busy night fishing here, but tonight it ain't been. But I have thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been fantastic dozing off on my seat box, listening to them waves, looking at that moon and the stars. It's been quite a clear night at times. The wind has dropped again. The wind did pick up. The wind was never what it was forecast, and then it picked up and now it's dropped again. So I'm now going to pack all this away. I think I've lost the spill band, but I shall just make some more tomorrow because that's the sort of guy I am. Hope you've enjoyed this. It is blank number 8, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blank number 8. I can't believe it. But years ago I'd have been bothered about it. But now I just can't give two monkeys. People watch the video or they don't. Do you know what I mean? I do want people to watch it though, because it is nothing better than being a bit successful. Do you know what I mean? And it just makes it easier to come out on those cold days or gloomy days or rubbercast, because sometimes it is hard to get out, like it was today, until suddenly I had a moment where I thought, well, let's take the 0 Plus. I'd already decided I was using my new red rocket. Red rocket, there's a song in there. Rocket Robin, innit? I might call it me Rocket Robin reel. Put it in, it's an Abu. Anyhow, this is enough of this. Wife is now going mad at me. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Thanks for watching. It's been a blank. I've enjoyed myself, and that's all that matters. Hope you enjoy this. Hit that hype button and keep hitting it. You can hit it 3 times. I'll see you anon. Nice and tight. I have the wife holding it, so it's all on tight.